Hi there, welcome back. I'm Sean Osterlink, and this is Overcoming with ACT. Today's topic is not specific to ACT, but is a broader counseling subject that I wanted to talk about, and that is spiritual integration or faith integration, religious integration in counseling. And I wanted to just share a little bit about how I navigate that with clients. So, the basically the thing that I tell clients is if your faith is important to you, if you want to be talking about it and involving it in in your counseling, in your treatment, then um, then we can involve that. Then if you're talking about your faith, then I can join in that with you as we explore values, as we explore what matters to you, what motivates you. Then I can know to integrate aspects of that in with you. So I leave it pretty open to the client as far as to what degree that faith does get involved with a session. And the more I learn about a client, and the more maybe comfort and rapport we develop, the more um, attuned I can become as far as knowing how to weave their faith, your faith, the client's faith into that session, into the treatment at times where it makes sense to do that. I don't have a formal structure as far as how I do that or a formal process. I really go by just my sense of intuition. Does it make sense to be talking about this right now? Does it make sense to bring this up into it if I know that this is important to them? And leaving it up to the client, because if it's important to you, it's part of your life, then that is certainly welcome in your therapy treatment. Now, my background I have on my Psychology Today profile, my background is Christian, and so that is where I have more knowledge about. And so for Christian clients, I can hone in more specifically in referencing scripture, more speaking to Christian issues. So I'm more grounded in that than I'd be aware of in other faiths. So I try to be um, broadly informed into other religions, other religious practices, because I find religion in general interesting. I mean, I want to know what people believe, and so even more broadly than just um, than let's say formal religions, and there's also just existential issues. I mean, even if someone's not of a particular faith, and there's things like agnosticism and atheism and other forms of spirituality as well that aren't like structured systems. And so, oh, I think exploring those things is often relevant to the therapy process. Just what do you believe? What are underlying um, aspects of where you maybe ground your values, or how you understand maybe truth in the world, different things, existential, philosophical. There we go. I think I might have just made up a word, philosophical. Might need to use that, but those things, as we dig into topics, as we dig into deeper aspects of the self, those things can come up in treatment, and I think those things are fascinating things to explore with people. So, um, you know, I'm willing to go into any of those depths, whether it's on the formal religious side, or even just exploring what it means to be a human being, life and death and meaning, purpose, those sorts of things, wherever that may be grounded at. So that's a little synopsis of how I handle faith integration. If I have more thoughts of this, then I might do another video on it. But I just wanted to give, just a little snippet so that whoever happens to watch this can have an idea of how do I navigate this. And of course, my goal as a therapist is to do as best I can to keep my own bias, my own stuff out of the therapy sessions. So, and if you're not talking about faith or religion, then I'm not going to be talking about it. And I respect and strive to respect wherever anybody is at, whether that's Christian or whether that is a different faith background or no faith background. I aim for everybody to have as little bias as possible in the counseling experience, because this is about you figuring out your stuff, your life, and my role as therapist is very much to be both kind of a mirror for you and also an explorer in this journey of understanding yourself, of figuring out what you need in your life to be growing or healing or just whatever it is that brings you to therapy. So I hope that provides a nice little explanation, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for today. So thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up. I hardly used the whiteboard, didn't I? Maybe more next time. Thank you.